Hello, welcome back to yet another weekly update. I feel like the weeks just fly by. It seems like every time I turn around, I'm just about ready or just am done a video. Which I was thinking about that last night, and I was like, it's kind of a great way to sort of like mark the passing of time, and someday kind of look back at these and go, oh yeah, that's when I did that, or that's when we did that, but because we're getting close to 250 floss tubes. That's a lot of floss tubes. That's almost like 5 years of floss tubes. It's almost been that long. It's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, welcome back. Thank you for coming back yet again. Man, I worked on a lot of cross stitch stuff this week. Got some stitching done. A lot of the work was in the Etsy store. I've gotten a lot of patterns redone, updated. I say updated, and added a lot of physical patterns. A lot of ones that weren't available before in physical form are now just about, I think most of them are, like 75% of them now are available. And I hope to get the rest. The ones that I definitely want to do in a physical format, get that done soon. But there's a lot that's been done, and there's some still to go. My actual website, Stitching Jewels Design, has about 15-20 patterns on it, but they're only physical patterns right now. There's not any digital patterns. I've kind of figured that out on Shopify, kind of how to offer a pattern that's both digital and physical, and make sure everybody understands kind of, what they're ordering and whatnot. So that's still coming, but I had to kind of back off a little bit in the last couple of days because I was just getting so burnt out with just all the patterns and just all the crazy, cheers popping, all the craziness. And so, but a lot's been done. So we'll look at that. And also I've got 2 new patterns on the store that, as I've gone through and I've been looking at all these different patterns and kind of, like I said, updating them and whatnot, I found some more that I definitely want to put on the store. They're larger patterns, but they're very colorful, and some of you guys out there I think will really like them. Also, to let you know, I think right now through the end of October there is a sale at Stitching Jewels Design on the Etsy store that is, I want to say it's like get 25% off when you buy so many patterns, kind of a thing. It's a pretty good sale. I think it might be the best sale I've had so far. So but anyway, but that's that. Let's look at progress, or lack thereof progress, on some pieces. I'm going to show you the Lady Liberty one first, because I was actually stitching on this last night, but I only got about 50 stitches on it. The outside, the yellow border, like that's kind of that part. Well, down here is where a lot of the color starts, and I need to track down the colors for those. They're colors that I haven't used in a while, like 311, and I can't remember what the other one was, but 311 was one of them. And I'm like, man, I'm not sure if I've used 311 since Old World Map 2. So I got to pull that out and track that down and find it, so I can kind of start putting a little bit more color into this piece. So, but I didn't make very much progress with that one. I got about 300-400 stitches done in Mother's Love. I'm going to show it to you like this. I'm actually missing a couple colors that I need to go get or order or whatever I'm going to do. But that's all the pinkness. It's very pink, but that's as much as I've gotten done so far. Not quite 1,000 stitches, but it's getting in there. Hold on, dog's barking. Time up. Okay, we're back. Topher was barking, so I had to bring him in. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, so maybe just under 1,000 stitches in total on Mother's Love, but not a ton. Now, those 2 projects are being done on 25 count. And then I did a little bit. Okay, so let me just show you. This one is Sun Worship, and this is on 18 count. And I gotta say, like, just like in every other transition, like if you stitch on multiple different fabric sizes, it is like mentally challenging to like go from larger to smaller or smaller to larger. And this even isn't a huge change. It's not like I was going back to 14 count, which I I might, but I was doing 18 count, and it was just, I don't know, I feel like it was feeling like it was taking me a lot longer to do the stitching, which it does, because you're doing twice the amount of stitching as you do on 25 count when you 10 stitch. So, and at first I was like, I'm going to restart this in 25 count. And then I was like, man, look at that coverage though. That's such good, that's such good coverage. It's going to look so pretty, a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna continue on with it. I just need to persevere, and I need to devote more time to this one. I only did maybe 200 stitches on this one this week, so not a lot. But I did get about 1,000 stitches done, if not more, on Empire State Workers. And I worked my way down on dude number 5, and I'm starting to get his legs in here. And I think that's his shoe-ish there. And so yeah, that's his shoe. The other shoe is the other guy's. And so, but I'm working on it. But I got a lot of all this area done, working my way down this area. I would like to get, my focus is going to be getting this area done, and then we can move on to the next dude that's in the list. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. That's coming along really nicely. Again, super happy. Very happy. But so that's the current projects. Now, really good news was Hubs found a box of cross-stitch stuff that I had forgot. Well, I didn't forget. Well, yeah, I was like, do I have more cross-stitch stuff out there that I just can't find? And let me grab that real quick and look through it and see if there's anything I want to show you guys. This was stuff that we packed when we kind of thought we were going to move last year, and then we ended up not moving. It was more of a stress response. Like us moving was just, there was so much stress going on at that time. It was like, we just need a new start. And now that everything's calmed down, we're like, all right, we're fine. Everything's okay. But in unpacking everything, I'm finding things now that I like, oh yeah, that's right, I have that. Hold on a second. Okay, so I ended up not bringing the whole box over because I would have just made a huge mess. But there's 2 things that I found that I know I can use. One, y'all remember the big box of bobbins? The big bag of bobbins. So I had the big bag of bobbins, so I can bobbinate some more. Boldly, beautifully, bountifully. So I'm gonna get to work on bobbinating a little bit more for what I got when I need it. The other thing is I found a big old package of fabric, 14 count. And this is where I was saying before about stitching on 14 count. This actually might end up being useful. I got this for Brooklyn Bridge, which was not my project, but somebody else's project that I loved and I thought was great, and I was gonna stitch it. And now I'm like, I got this big piece of fabric. I'm gonna have to see if I can actually use this for something of my own to stitch, I think. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, so anyway, so I brought that out. Not that I need to start anything else, because I don't, but I was like, I gotta make sure that I keep that so that I know that I have it on hand. Look at that, I messed up my hair. I messed up my hair just a wee tad when I was getting in the box. But yeah, so that's stuff right now. I'm sorry. Always tired on a Wednesday afternoon. So I'm gonna flip us over to the store here and take a look at the 2 new patterns, as well as the physical patterns they now have on the Etsy store. So hold on a second. Again. Alrighty. So here are, this is the list, well, not the list, well, sort of the list of all of the physical patterns that I have now. So people have been buying more of these, which is awesome, but I've gotten a lot more patterns on here over the last week or 2. And so vast majority of, a lot of things that I think are like the best stuff is on here. But if you've been looking at something and you're like, you know, I wish that was in physical, well, now it's in physical. And so most patterns are like 13, 14 bucks, comes with free shipping. But if you want to get something, this is a good time. Like if you've been looking at Empire State Building Workers, but you've wanted to get it in a physical format, it is now available. So let's look at the two new patterns that we have on the store. First one is, I call this one Bridge in Autumn, and it's sort of a sort of famous painting, kind of a pointillism style, I think. I don't know art very well, so I don't know for sure. Please don't hold me to it. This is what it looks like in full. So it's about, let's see, it's 420 by 160. So although it initially looks huge, it's like up vertically, it's only 160 stitches. So it's not quite as large as you think. I actually could definitely, I could fit that on that 14 count piece of fabric. So who knows, we might be doing that. It's at 42 colors, deliberately kind of left a little bit more colorful to kind of make the whatchamacallit, like the fall trees come through. You can see those a little bit there. And then this is what the, well, it's hard to see, but this is what the pattern looks like. I'm not sure how well that shows up, the physical pattern there. And then finally the color, the colors, 42 colors. There's another, well, it'll look better on your screen, I'm sure. It'd be a lot more visible. Can I do that? There we go. So all the colors right there that you get. So that's one. And then another one, another vintage. This one is, I just call this one Vintage Bicycle Race. It's an old, I always want to say like European, just because I doubt that there would be like an old American, and who knows, maybe this is, I have no idea, but there's just a bicycle race where people are coming across the finish line. You got your three judges or whatever they are up here. You got their little bell to like tell everybody what's going on. It's 280 by 180 stitches, and let's zoom in a smidge on that. You can see what that looks like. So I cut down the colors on this one intentionally. This one was a gray, very, 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 very colorful, which makes it look great, but it ended up like, it could have been like 80 colors. And I mean, I know as a somebody who loves to stitch, but I want to make good progress. This is something that's I want to see good progress without being crazily like changing floss colors all the time. So 37 colors in total. That's what the judges, whatever they are up there with their cowboy hats and whatever's going. You know, maybe this is America, or I don't think those are cowboy hats. I think those are regular hats. That is what the actual stitching looks like, and then these are like examples of the way the colors look. And we'll zoom back over here, and this is sort of what it looks like with the when you zoom in like on the individual stitches. I do not do, like when you look at the stitching chart, I just do a black and white symbol chart. I do not do a colored symbol chart, primarily because I try to offer the same product in digital and in printed, and that would be heck on my printer to print out all those colors. So that's a little bit zoomed in. It doesn't look great. That is a better image of it. But so that's what's going on. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sleepy. But so I'll be adding some more patterns because, like I said, I have found more as I was going through things, and I like putting patterns together and putting them on here. That's like one of my favorite things to do. I just have to make sure that when I do that, I always offer the physical format as well as the digital, and that the stuff that I really, really like, that I think is the best stuff, the people like the best, ends up over on my Stitching Jewels design site as well. Eventually everything will be over there, but Zuzu, stop pushing me. But eventually it will be over there, but it's very time consuming, and there's only so much time I have for that. So, but thanks for hanging out, and hi, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you guys got a lot of good stitching done this week. And let's see, we got a week from Saturday is going to be Halloween. I'm not dressing up at all. Am I working? Oh, I'm off that Saturday. Yay! But maybe we'll eat some candy. I'm not sure. Zuzu's right here. Hello, Zuzu. And I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm sleepy. Wednesday afternoons, that's how it goes. Have a great rest of your day. Here comes, she's pushing me away. Zuzu, can you look? Look at how she's getting white in her face. You getting white in your face? Oh gosh, now I've created a monster. That hurts. Stop. She thinks she's a lap dog, but she's not. She can't be. Unless you're like a giant. All right, Zuzu, off, off. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're not Smalls. You're not Smalls. No, you're not. Whew. All right. Happy fall. Happy stitching. Stay safe. And I'll talk to you soon.